Hey guys, it's Monday again, and you know what that means. I am here working in this mini junk journal again this morning, and I will go ahead and preface with this was a pill or a pickle. Pill, I don't know. It was a pain in the rumpus, okay? So I worked very hard to not let this page get the best of me. But you know, some days, guys, it just comes together, and some days it just doesn't. So you will see, or you probably wouldn't see unless I told you, but, you know, I like to roll with it. And I'm showing you there that I love those little crusty bits of that page that I'm about to collage down. But I had to take a day or two and, like, rest in between filming this because I just wasn't feeling it. So, if you get where you're not feeling things, maybe my Creative Mojo video will help you. It helped me a little. I finally got my butt in gear and actually made it happen. But make sure you check out that video too if you're ever stuck or just not feeling it. So as you can see, I'm going here with my palette knife and a little bit of gesso on top of that craft paper collage. I really like the page on the right. Excuse me, the watercolor paper that was already in there. However, that's not very conducive for me showing y'all these mini journal pages. So I have to do something. So I fiddle farted around. Yes, that's Tiffanyism number 528. But I fiddle farted around here trying to figure out what I wanted to do. I love craft paper. I love how the colors pop off of it. So I did use that to kind of blend the left page to the right page and kind of carry that over. So that was kind of my thinking there. This is a whatever Hobby Lobby's brand is of paint in a peachy pink color. I just thought with the like lighter neutral colors that color would play nicely with it. I don't think you can probably see any of it in the end because, like I say, I caught pure hellfire trying to get this done. So I'm just making my scribbly marks around the page with just a regular, and I really wanted to use this around the paper. And this is just a piece of hand-stitched something that I was just playing around with, and I had it sitting on my desk. Like, y'all know how I roll. I just use whatever's convenient. And I really wanted to use that hand stitching part. It just never, I mean, I played with it too. It just never came. It just wasn't working for me. And then when I looked at the colors on the hand stitching collage construction paper thing that I had, I thought, well, it needed some more, excuse me, y'all missed the burgundy right there because the filming wasn't working. I mean, it just, you know, sometimes it just is just tricky, you know. And so now I'm going in with the India ink and my script brush and just making a few messy marks and going in with the spray bottle and just spraying that to get some movement and seeing what kind of interesting things happen. And I really like that because I thought that was cool. And so I'm just going to go and I'm going to pick up a little bit of that with a piece of I think it's a piece of a cookbook. The silly things we use in our studios. You know, just an old piece of a cookbook I have laying around. Who says that? Us. That's who. Our people. I hope y'all are enjoying a little coffee this morning because I am. So here I'm grabbing my watercolor tin. And then I thought, no. I have Happily We Go's Vintage Blue. I think she sold out of those. You can't get them anymore, but you may be able to, so I'll link her below. But Erin at Happily We Go has these yummy, delicious watercolors. And, I mean, you know, I'm not traditional. I know that's a shocker for y'all that have been watching me for a while. But, you know, if I just feel the need to use acrylics and watercolor, I just do it. I don't really know. I haven't been to art school. I don't know if you're supposed to. And, I mean, I've heard people talk about you're supposed to use special brushes for this and that. I'm not about that life. I just grab whatever I can and, well, I just let it go. Y'all already knew that, though. I'm sure that's not surprising. So I'm taking this Modern Buds stencil that I have, and I'm going in with a cosmetic sponge and some white gesso because the page started really light, but then it started getting really dark. So I'm wanting to bring some of those lighter tones back into the page. And so as you can see, I'm just dilly-dallying around here. Dilly-dally, that's a funny word. And just make sure that you're heating, you know, drying this throughout, because it will get really messy if you don't. And I'm taking just a piece of old script paper, and I left this in because, well, I think it helps y'all see just when it's not working and all the random things that I try. So I tried cutting out this arrow out of text, and then I thought, okay, well, I will have an arrow pointing to something. Well, yeah, not so much, not so much. I gave it a good try, though. I mean, you don't know what you don't know until you try it. That's what I say. And then, as you saw in the corner there, I got my stitching again, and I thought, I'm going to use that. No. Got that little strip of blue jean there, and I thought, going to use that. Not so much. I cut out the arrows into little V's instead of the big arrow. Nah. And then I thought, okay, well, I'll just do it with my Stabilo All. Nah. Wasn't feeling that either. Some days, just some days. Some days it comes together beautifully. Other days, not so much. So I'm just cleaning that Stabilo All off. That's a good tip, though, guys. If you're not sure about what you want to do, using that Stabilo is an easy way to clean up and get the marks off really easily. And I'm still fooling with the freaking hand-stitched paper. I could not leave that paper alone. I think that's what was messing with me. When it didn't work, I began to crumble. And then I said, well, maybe I should do it like this and make that. Nah, scratch. I bet y'all feel like y'all have been through the Tornado Tiffany process today, because I really felt like that. But just because people on YouTube make it look easy, that does not always come easy to us. And then I said, to hell with this, I'm just going to come back another day. And when I took a picture of it, so this is a really good tip, and you'll probably hear it on my Friday tips for you guys. I saw a face down here, and now that's the only thing that I could see. Did I originally think like, oh yeah, I'm going to make a face for y'all? No, I did not. However, I had to, because the paper was telling me that's what's supposed to be there, is a face with a cute little straight bang messy bun thing or something. So I'm taking the Stabilo All here, and I just like really loose faces. And so I'm just trying to activate it just a little bit. And I could see all of her features, which was pretty crazy to me. And so it was one of those things I just felt like it was meant to be. Like that face just was meant to be there. I couldn't stop looking at it. And I don't know that I would have seen it if I had not taken a picture of it. So in the process, I always like to take pictures and kind of just look and see, what do I see? And then I thought for a split second that I really wanted all of those crazy wild pieces of thread to be her hair. That's kind of why I was laying it around like that. And so I'm just getting a look at that and seeing, okay, can we make this work? That doesn't end up being her hair, by the way, just in case y'all wanted to know. But the Gel Matte Medium, I'm going to go in over that Stabilo All because, well, the Stabilo All is a water-soluble medium. And if I don't, well, she may just slide off the page because y'all know me. I have no clue what I'm doing here. I'm just rolling with the flow. Okay, I'm not going to sing for y'all today. So I take the thread and I just throw it to the side. I'm like, this is not working. But I do think that now my soul is happy because I know that there is a face there. I have no idea what else, but I do know there's a face. So I hem-haw around here just a little bit, just making sure that that gel medium is really nice and dry. Because after all this, I sure do not want her face sliding off the page. So here I'm going in with a Stabilo All in White. So Stabilo, if you've never used it before, it writes on like anything. And so I just wanted to make the white of her eyes that the India ink had already kind of created. And here I went in like thinking I was going to do like a messy bun, and then, well, like everything else with this page today, I switched gears and went another direction. So I grabbed some, I don't even know whose paint this is, but it's in a little bottle and it was sitting over here. And I've been trying to use up all those supplies. It's just been hanging out. And I you know, I don't really care for hair. I mean, I like hair on my head, but I don't. That was crazy. I don't really necessarily like to draw it or paint it. I really like a good head wrap or something like that. So I just kind of made her this crazy, wild, red-haired lady with an attitude, apparently. Because, you know, I mean, I might never really have expressions, I don't think. And out the corner of her eye, is that a little stank eye? I'm not sure. I don't know. So it's probably me looking at this page because it's giving me so much grief. And then I'm going to go in with a little bit of the white gesso. And unbeknownst to me, I still had a little bit of that red paint that was on my finger. And so it ended up kind of making her like rosy cheeks. I don't know, but it kind of worked. So I'm just going with the flow today, guys. This one really did me in. I'm adding her eyebrows because, I mean, like, you kind of need those to look like a person. And I kept her sweet little small lips. And I'm just going in here with a little bit of the white Stabilo on top of that red just to kind of accent her crazy bangs and stuff. And then I thought, well, what in the Sam Hill, I know that's another one, what in the Sam Hill am I going to put on this left side? Well, Lord help me. So I grabbed those Tim Holtz little saying things because, I mean, you can't go wrong with that. And I came across one that just explained this so perfectly to the page. And, well, y'all get to see that in just a minute because I left it in the other room and I can't read it to you. So, it's real life, people. And I thought, well, I'm going to use those little threads. And then I'm going to grab this pair of blue jeans that I just love to tear up and use bits and pieces of. And I'm going to kind of lay that down. And the reason I typically use some type of material and I didn't like the white, by the way, is because it just kind of separates the sentiment or the phrase or the journaling or whatever it is. It just kind of sets it apart from the background. So that's kind of the reason. And I love texture, as y'all well know. So I'm going to add the texture with that and then glue that puppy down with some gel medium and away it goes. So I thank you so much for joining me on this very crazy whirlwind of a Monday. I hope that you have enjoyed this video. I hope you'll give me a thumbs up. And please, please subscribe. Make sure you share my videos with your friends that you know love to get their art on. And thank you again for joining me. Until next time, toodaloo!